Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a moment to talk about the Junior Writing Portfolio. As the name suggests, it is due when you reach junior standing. Now, many of you, if you are transferring in, may actually be at junior standing because of credits. At WSU, credits were on semesters, so 90 quarter credits equals 60 semester credits. At 60 semester credits, you're considered a junior, which means it will be due potentially right away. Now, when I mean right away, that means, it doesn't mean before school begins, it means typically in your first semester at WSU. So what is the Junior Writing Portfolio? I'm glad you asked. So it is a portfolio, basically an assessment of your writing when you reach junior level. They assess that writing in two ways, one of which is a packet that you submit that includes 3 samples of your writing, papers that you may have used at another community college or university. Could be an English paper, it could be a well-written lab report. The only thing they don't take is code for obvious reasons. Instructors who are evaluating your writing will be English instructors and they don't necessarily know how to program. But otherwise it's pretty open. Minimum page length would be 1.5 pages. You know, they don't really want to read 12-page research papers, but you do want to choose papers that are a good reflection of your writing. This is the only thing they have to go off of to see what your writing is like and what level you're at. The second part of this portfolio is a timed written exam. This will also be in that first semester. Typically though, if students aren't quite ready with those 3 papers, they will allow you to split up the 2 parts, timed exam and papers. So let's say in your first semester, let's say fall, you do the timed exam, and then they will allow you to turn the papers in and not until spring. So if you need a little bit more time, you can use papers from WSU as well. So how do you assemble these papers that are going to be required for the portfolio? This is something that you can do now while you are at community college or the other university you might be at. The easiest way is to purchase a writing portfolio packet, which is available at our bookstore. Right now it's $1.25 plus tax. Could go up, as other things go up. It's also available at Clark College's bookstore as well. It could be at other community colleges, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the Junior Writing Portfolio packet. I'll zoom in there a little bit. So the packet itself includes instructions, directions, and also cover sheets. So this cover sheet, each paper you decide to use, the cover sheet needs to be signed by the instructor who graded the paper. That's where it gets a little tricky and why we're mentioning it now. So maybe while you are at your other university, you can track down what papers you might want to use, see if the instructors are still there, and get their signatures on these cover sheets. Like I said, you only need 3 papers. Not a big deal, but we do want to let you know now because some students have in the past come in and had tossed all of their papers once they were finished at that school. And we feel really bad, but it's still going to be required, so hopefully you haven't tossed everything. Now, we also get the question of, what about a paper that's been submitted online? Now, a lot of courses now their submission requirements are through online or through the Canvas or Blackboard or whatever learning management system your school used. You can use papers that were submitted online. They prefer the papers to be the original with markings on it from the instructor, but many papers are submitted online now, so you can just print off the paper, and as long as the cover sheet is signed by the instructor, or let's say the instructor is no longer at that university, an email from them printed can count as a signature. You can also get a signature from the head of that department if the instructor had retired or no longer works there and you're not able to track them down. On this cover sheet, it will ask you to describe the assignment. So you have a chance to explain that it was submitted online if that is the format that it was submitted in. Like I said, it's not something that's going to be due before you start at WSU, but it will be due most likely for most transfer students who are transferring in with at least 90 quarter credits. It will be due in that first semester. Now, if you are a freshman, obviously not going to be due until you reach junior standing. Now, I bring this up now because you are able to prepare for it. So if you get this packet right away, as you write papers throughout your courses, you can save those papers, get the cover sheet signed right away. That way, you don't have to track them down 2 years later when the packet is due. You can just hold on to the good papers that you write and put them in the packet. Other details you can find below this video and links to the actual Writing Portfolio website for more specific details, and for signing up for the Timed Write, you can find that on the Writing Portfolio website as well. We're so glad you're here. Any questions, just let us know.